Well, good morning. This is a very quick video that's going to show you. I've been asked for a look at the lab. It's in a horrible state at the moment, very messy. So I thought I'd give you a quick view of the lab. It's the morning, so coffee, drink of choice. Anyway, let's start. What you can see right there in the corner are two of my racks, and we'll take a closer look at them in a bit. You can, if we undo the thing here, you can see the dealing with all the auction score. This is the bench in the 8405A that I had on it. You can see down there some of the tech scopes and so on, and then a little stack of the day-to-day instruments, the circular chart recorder, and so on. Over here I have another rack that I'm going to expand into eventually. Cables stuck on the wall over there. Then a bookshelf with a bunch of componentry on it. Little bed for my hounds, two miniature schnauzers. They can come in and sit with me. And then you can see my desk and computer and so on here. Alright, well, let's take a closer look at the racks. So here we go. Let's just zoom in a little bit more here. Here is the rack for my first rack. This is the 8903B. I have underneath that an 8902A. What is that? That's the 11792 93A. It's the microwave up converter, so it enables you to use the 8902A with signals greater than 1.3 gig. Then I have a 8673B with the which I use as the local oscillator for the microwave up converter. I have a patch panel. I bring some of the components and controls from out of the back there. Then there's an 8340B. Below that is, this is a great signal generator. This is an 8657B. Then a little lower, you'll see down there, that's a 3325A, I think. Yeah, 3325A, 3325B. I need to put my glasses on. Then underneath that, you'll see a 5351A, which is a 26 gig frequency counter. And then down the bottom there, you'll see the thing with the big yellow lights is my Symmetricom. It's a 10 megahertz distributor. So I have a GPSDO that gives 10 meg for all of the units, and then I run into the distributor, and that distributes it to the various panels. And then right down the bottom there, you can see that's a 37204A, I think it is. Basically what it is a GPIB extender. And so what I can do is I can plug the GPIB into here, and then I run basically a BNC cable, just a RG58, around to my other rack, and I have another one of those there, and then I can have the GPIB all hooked up. So every one of my instruments is actually on the GPIB bus, and I have another one, so when I put in the third rack, I'll run more of the coax around to the third rack, and that will give me access to units in there. And then just above it, the little thing with the LCD display you can see is an E5810A, which is a GPIB to LAN adapter. So I then utilize just the LAN so that from my PC I can talk to all the instruments via GPIB and use the little LAN controller. Anyway, let's take a look at the next cabinet. This will be a little bit of a two-parter because we'll have to reposition to get a shot in under the desk. Up the top here I have an 8563E. Then I have a 54845A, which is a 1.5 gigahertz Infineon scope. That 8563E is a spectrum analyzer. It's good up to 26.5 gig. Then underneath that, I have the two items you can see there are an 8714C, which is a 3 gigahertz vector network analyzer, and then underneath that is a 3458A multimeter that I have, and that's all in a cabinet with this cool little table, which is currently covered with crap like a wireless Xbox controller, some probes, some mice, things like that I had when I was on tour for work. Alright, let's set up and take a look underneath it, and we'll see the two calibrators. Okay, and under here you can see my two calibrators. That's a Fluke 5200A, which is an AC calibrator, and then underneath that is a Fluke 5440B, which is a DC calibrator. And so they'll give me the ability to get nice, quite accurate and stable AC and DC values that I can then use to measure around other items and so on in the in all the gear. Alright, let's move over to the bench. Okay, here you go. The bench is in again horrible state between work and the auction score and some repairs and things like that. I still have you know, much to tidy up. I'm a little bit embarrassed, really. Anyway, starting over the left here, around the back there, you can see I have Ethernet. I have a little trip light, two trip light bars, one on the bottom, one on the top there. Little IPA canister, Kimtech wipes. They're awesome. They don't leave a lot of cotton or like waste behind as you rub them. Across here, I have a little Heiko FX 888D, I think it is. Love the Heiko soldering iron, it's fantastic. And then I bought a little 852A++ hot air gun, and it's been working fine. It's just a little bit of a Chinese fly-by-night type thing. It works well. I've never used the little vacuum pickup, pick-and-place item on the other side, but it accurately reads temperature, and so pretty happy with that. Moving up, you'll see, let me get the little light out of the boat. I have 53131A. This is set to 3 gigs with the prescaler, and has, that's all HP stuff. It's not the knockoff prescalers, plus the highly accurate high stability time base. I leave that connected all the time, so it's always available for me to go and plug stuff in. And then I have my 5351A if I need to go higher than 3 gigs. Then next to it, underneath it, is the Keithley 2015 THD meter. It's that's a fantastic meter for doing harmonics and so on. You can see where I have the overhead camera mounted, and then I have a bunch of Rigol gear, which is great for everyday use. I have the Rigol signal generator at the arbitrary waveform generator at the top. I have the 5.5 digit multimeter in the middle, and then I have an 832 power supply, and then across the side there you can see I have a DZ1054Z, which is awesome as a great day-to-day scope. So that's pretty much everything on the bench, and then everything that you've seen on the floor here is part of the auction score. I haven't had a chance to go through it all yet and fix it. As you can see, I have the E4406A partially apart. I'm waiting for the pieces to arrive to fix that. Then I have a bunch of the plotters. I have over on the side there, that's an 8672A, which is an 18 gigahertz, 2 gig to 18 gigahertz signal generator. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Did a video on repairing it. 18 gigahertz counter, that's a 5342A, and then a pulse generator, which I think is an 8116A in the background there. And then more of the auction score, which I took you through. And then some cables and so on that I bought, and I haven't had a chance to put into the lab. Anyway, that's a quick tour of the lab. I hope you'll forgive the mess, and I hope you found it interesting. Alright, catch you later. Bye.